Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I'm going to ask the question, can the big, hairy, ugly dude run 100 miles? I'm joined by Connor Luke Simpson. We're going to talk about my documentary, get into some nuts and bolts. Don't go away. I got a lot of interesting stuff, some clips, a huge contest where you can win 6 months of free coaching. So don't go anywhere. Before I get into that, if you guys have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. All right. Ugly powerlifter right here. Okay. I decided to go running. I decided to do a little thing called running. And no one thought, I didn't think that I could get to the point where I'd have a chance of completing 100 miles. But 16 months of training in, my 52nd birthday last year, I did 100 kilometers. And in November, I will be attempting a 100-mile race, not just in November, but I'll be repeating it in December. Now, the last 16 months, we've been filming a documentary, and it's called 96 Hours. The tagline is, you're not almost there. So Connor Luke Simpson, some of you guys know Connor from Fatopia. Connor is working with me. He'll be hopping the pond from the UK over to America, to Ohio, to wrap up, to join us and film with his crew in November, the last 4 days of this documentary. Now, guys, this isn't just some mom and pop recorded on a phone documentary. This is a legit thing. We're looking at having this at film festivals. We're looking at making the best quality product we can and putting out a really good story. Connor, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I appreciate you joining me with this documentary. Can you share a little bit of the details about what we're looking at and what we're trying to achieve?
Yeah, thanks for having me. I think it's important that you, the point that you made there, that this isn't just, like you said, it isn't filmed on an iPhone or something. You know, you've personally put a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort into this project. And now we are coming towards the final part of the production phase. But that also means we're going to be going into post-production, which is sometimes the longest, and it can be costly, it can be difficult. And that's why we want to get people to come on board. We're not just asking, like, the packages and stuff that we're offering here. We really want people to be a part of the ride and to be involved in the project as well.
So as of right now, we are releasing an IndieGoGo campaign to help support the film. My wife and I have run so many races. We've traveled so much. Part of this documentary, where we were in Australia, we were in Scotland. We've run in 10 states. We've went through about 10 pairs of running shoes each, probably 6 or 7 races. You know, the filming cost as well. We've put out quite a bit out of our pocket. But as of right now, and I want you guys to pay attention, because I'm going to be offering a free 6 months of coaching to anybody that donates to this film. And the minimum donation is $10. And I'm going to get into that a little bit right now. We have an IndieGoGo campaign for the film. Connor, can you kind of explain what IndieGoGo is and how this works?
Yeah, so there's two sort of avenues. I guess the main ones people will probably know of Kickstarter, which is a little bit it's a little bit more well known. But we decided to go with IndieGoGo because there's some benefits of using it. For example, whatever we do make, we get to use. And our idea is whatever we make, we're going to put towards making like the best product that we can. And you know, you might think maybe I thought the budget was a little bit steep, but every single donation we make, we are going to be putting towards making the best possible product. And like you said already, you know, there's been a lot of money and time spent on this already. So IndieGoGo, people that go over to the IndieGoGo campaign, they're going to get a choice to either donate whatever amount they want, or they can choose. There'll be a list of perks there, and you're going to be able to choose what perk you want, and you're going to be able to get something in return for your investment.
So I'm going to let you guys know there's a link down below to the IndieGoGo campaign, a link down below. If you have any questions, you can slide into my DM on Instagram at Ben the Barman, at Ben the Barman. Also, you can follow the film at 96 Hours Movie on Instagram. So again, link down below. Now, I want to get into this, and then I want to show you guys a few clips. Hang around to the end to see some clips, because I got a clip from Scotland, a clip from Christmas Eve, a clip from Australia, that sort of thing. But again, the IndieGoGo campaign is linked down below. Anyone that donates, minimum donation is $10. So anyone that donates between now and July 4th is entered to win a free 6 months of coaching. This is a complete hands-on coaching service. I do your nutrition, do your form, do your workouts, do all that kind of good stuff. That's free. And you'll get 6 months. You'll get to dance with my ugly face for 6 months. So minimum donation is $10. We're going to kind of dive into all the different tiers. If you want to invest in this film, if you want to be a part of this film, there are tiers that go up substantially. But again, just to recap, if you donate even the minimum level, and I'm going to pull that up on screen here. Okay, you can see.
I do believe that I think they can donate less than that, but if they want to get perks, there's a donate button just above there. But if they want to get perks, the minimum is 10.
So with this, anybody that donates $10 or more is entered to win a free 6 months of coaching. So this is from now until July 4th. You can still donate. You can still be a part of this IndieGoGo campaign for 60 days. But the contest to win a free 6 months of coaching is through July 4th. So let's dive in. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of the IndieGoGo campaign. The link to the whole campaign is down below. We have a trailer here called Let's Complete 96 Hours. Connor, do you want me to show a little bit of that right now?
Yeah, sure. It's kind of just an amalgamation of what the campaign is. So if you don't want to read everything down below, you're going to get a good idea of everything. And I think what you're about to show here is a scene that you'll be able to watch in if you want to watch it in context of the whole video we've got on the IndieGoGo campaign. But this is sort of some very early footage that we've pieced together.
So yeah, this is part of the top of the IndieGoGo campaign. This is about halfway through. And just for reference, this is Cacapon State Park in West Virginia. It is my wife and I's favorite place to run. It is a brutal, brutal trail with a lot of elevation. We run it in July. The heat is crazy, and it just literally will destroy you. You'll get cramps. You'll get sick. You can't stay hydrated. So I'm going to roll this a little bit, guys. This is just some footage from the film. Holy shit. First kilometer. Holy cow. I actually feel like a runner. Why do I want to run 100 miles? I don't think this is easy to explain. I don't think it will make sense to a lot of people. But I think many days I'm still processing my life, the pain you see in life, the hurt you see, the things people put you through, the things you indirectly put other people through. Something I've been born with. Like I just never feel satisfied. I always want to see what I can get out of this life. When I was 16, my best friend Kevin was taken out to the park in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, and he was executed by his alcoholic stepfather. There's something in me that's always been incapable of taking life for granted. I always think about my mortality. And some people think it's grim, but I have an inability to not wake up and think, I only have 70 to 72 years on this planet. What am I going to do with them? This story for me is deeply rooted in how much I absolutely love and adore my wife, how much I appreciate my wife. And I just think, for me, it's just part of our love story. It's part of a bigger picture. The dedication we have for each other, the dedication I have for her, will not let her fail. She will not let me fail. Um, there's just such a deeper level to this that I can't even really begin to describe. I really want to go out and do the marathon, but I'm not really. I'm just gonna sit and watch. Let's go get the 50 in. We're crawling in the last half. It's because of me. My quads are just fried. I'm done with heat one today. All right, let me just minimize this and we'll get our faces back on here. So that was from a scene from Cacapon, which was recorded last July. The heat was so intense. The story is so deep there. And there's so many deep stories here that it's just, I really can't wait to show the world this documentary. In that film, my wife got to like 30K and I caught up to her on the trail and she was puking. She puked 20 to 30 times just on the trail. And I had to nurse her back to the starting point, like 2 more miles. She sat there for an hour and a half and went back out and completed another 20K. And the footage you see in the film was after the race. She's getting sick again. The level of dedication that we put in, it gets me emotional. And the miles, the time we put in, the things that we've been through, these are all going to come through in this film.
I think that scene was a really good. I think it's a good sort of amalgamation. It kind of explains what this film's going to be as well. Because originally, I just finished my last documentary, The Dark Side of Fat Acceptance. I did Fatopia before that, and I was kind of in this bubble of like the fat fitness world and this sort of thing. And I kind of wanted to do a project that was different. But then when you come to me with this, I was like, it was sort of like the human elements, the rawness, and you say like a love story as well at the heart of it. That was sort of what really got me excited about this film.
Well, I really appreciate what you are bringing to this film, because recording footage is one thing, but telling a story is another. And Connor is excellent at telling a story. And Connor touched on some things that are very important. This isn't just a running documentary. It's can 2 people go from couch to 100 miles in about a year? We both lost 100 pounds. Without our love story, our love for each other, it's not just one person, it's 2 people doing it together, which makes it even more impossible. And there's some things in here that you guys will find out, like my wife was violently abused by her ex-husband on a daily basis. And her attitude and where she has come from is nothing short of spectacular, and that's no understatement. So, Connor, I want to pull up the IndieGoGo and get that on screen, and we can talk about that a little bit. Again, anybody that wants to donate, the link is down below. If you provide a minimum $10 donation, which is this package right here, the donor package, you are entered to win a free 6 months of coaching. Now, these are all the different tiers people can donate with on IndieGoGo. So, Connor, the donor package, they receive $10 and a shout out on social media. Is that correct?
Yeah. So we'll be doing like a big post. Probably when we finish pre-production and we're ready to go, we'll do a big post. We might even do one after this campaign as well to say that everyone's been involved so far. But there'll also be one of everyone together, and you'll get included in that.
All right. And the next one, we have the supporter package. For a $20 donation, you get a shout out and an end credit in the movie. Is that correct?
Yeah. So your name will be included in the end credits of the film.
Okay. And the movie.
And for that, you will have a page on the website where your name will be on the donor wall permanently forever.
Right. And we have the link to the website, 96hoursfilm.com, for a little bit more information. But once the IndieGoGo campaign goes live and we start getting donors in, I'm going to start flushing that out this weekend. And anybody that does donate will get their name up on there as well. Connor, the $25 movie lover package, what's involved with that?
So for this one, you're going to get a digital copy of the film once when it's available. So we're not sure where we're going to go with distribution yet. That's still that's going to be a work in process, and those things are hard to figure out. But whenever or whatever happens, wherever it goes, you will be getting a digital copy of the film for free.
Right, and just to remind folks, we are actually looking at taking this to film festivals next year, and honestly, if you watch a lot of the documentaries like this on Netflix or Amazon, not a lot of them are an amazing. I hesitate to frame this the right. I'm trying to frame this the right way. The quality is not always superb. So I really think with what we are looking at that we have a good chance of getting some attention at some film festivals. So we're going to be doing that next year. And if luck is on our side, we don't know what kind of distribution we're going to get.
Yeah, that's part of it. And I mean, a lot of the budget here, like we say, a lot of it's for pre-production, and that sort of is the whole process and people that we need to bring on board to help us get out there and make the right connections and stuff. That stuff all costs money, and it's all about trying to get that film to as big an audience as possible. So that's sort of the reason for doing that.
So, Connor, we're going to move on to the $30 donation. That is the sponsor package. What's involved with the sponsor package? So
we should probably mention as well that I think with every single perk that we talked about before, so if you donate $30 for this one, you'll also get everything in the perk before and everything in the perk before. So you're sort of collecting more perks as you work up in prices. For this one, what's going to be unique to this one is that you're going to get a campaign sticker. The sticker that we use there is just sort of a template at the moment. We will have like one designed, and you can sort of use that as to show that you are involved in the project.
Okay. And that is only $30.
That's $30, yeah.
Now, the next step up is the musical package. I want to talk about this a little bit. We have some amazing artists in the Cincinnati area, and I've collected some pretty incredible songs from these independent artists. They're not signed, but the quality of this music is exceptional. And we're very, very proud of the soundtrack that we're putting together for this documentary. And anybody that doesn't
as well, normally this sort of thing would cost thousands as well. Like
right.
and the talent and the how good the music is, I was like kind of shocked to you. I was like, we've got such good stuff here. And like you say, this is all going to be included in an original soundtrack for the film.
Yeah, and anybody that does this gets a copy of the CD as well as a link to a digital stream for free. And just a side note, music that I've written is probably going to be in this film, at least the song Sunflower, which is a song I wrote for my wife. A lot of people don't know, but I've probably played 100 shows in the last 3 years. I'm the world's best, really bad independent artist. And I've played to Rooms of Zero many times. So some of my music's actually going to be in here. All right, we have the merch package, which is $50,
So
and
these ones are a little bit different as well, because these are the first ones where when we work up here, they won't include the ones beforehand. So you look, if you click on them, you will be able to see everything that's included. But for this one, you're going to get a T-shirt and a sticker, and as well as social media shout out, the name on the donors wall, the end credits, the digital copy, the campaign sticker, the soundtrack. So we're starting to you're getting a lot for your money here.
yeah, and just to let anybody know, that T-shirt is shipped anywhere in the world. If there are any aliens watching involved, interested in the project, we will ship to any.
And the reason why we haven't showed the shirt yet is because I've expressed interest that I kind of do want to find a designer to make something really cool, so it is worth people's money as well, to create a shirt that people actually want to wear as well.
Yeah, I have some Genki templates up, just as placeholders for me and my wife to run with. But we're getting the posters, and the quality of the merchandise and the T-shirts here are going to they're going to equal the quality of the film. So it's the movie poster, we need it to be not amazing. The merch quality, we're going to do our very best to equal.
I think that's some of the problem with the other campaigns that people might have seen them before. They sort of just give you a shirt with the website name on or something. We want to actually, like we say, make this something that people do want to wear and they feel proud of. Like, I helped with this film. This is something, personal as well.
So, Connor, next step up, we're getting into $100 range, the collector package. What is involved with the collector package?
So the collector package, you're going to get the sticker, the hoodie, and the poster, as well as all the other digital rewards so far. Are we doing hoodie or jacket?
They have the choice of doing a hoodie or a rain jacket, and me and my wife live in these rain jackets for filming, and they're really great quality. They got pockets down below. You can store your stuff. So they get a hoodie or a rain jacket. And that is $100. And moving up, Connor, what is the behind the scenes package?
So this one's going to be quite exciting, because what we're going to do is we're going to have monthly live streams, private streams, where we're going to invite anybody who claims this, and you're going to be able to join members of the team. It'll probably be a rotating cast, so sometimes it might be me and Steve, or it might be Steve, Fiona, or we said about maybe bringing some of the music artists in, some of the people that help shoot the film, and you're going to be able to ask us questions and talk about the film, receive updates, and it's going to be a little bit more personal, and you're going to be able to get some behind the scenes information.
Now, it's not just you involved in the film. Can you, excuse me, can you tell us a little bit about your crew?
Yeah, so there's going to be 2 people joining me. They both helped on Fatopia and The Dark Side of Acceptance, but they're also filmmakers in their own right. They're both won awards. One of them is my friend James. He made the film. He released a film last year called Bonsai. It's a beautiful film, short film, and that's available on Amazon. And then we've got Kate Seeley as well, who is she's won awards for radio and for narrative film.
All right, so that's the behind the scenes package. Next up, we have the Golden Collector package for $150. What's involved with that?
So this one's going to be a little bit more exclusive, because whereas the other shirts and stuff, there's not going to be a limit on those. These ones are going to be an exclusive design. I guess a sort of a rare design. We're going to get someone to come on, and basically, I think the idea that we're going with is that we're going to have all the people that donates names on the back of the shirt. We did a shirt, hoodie, sorry. Everybody's name on the back of the hoodie, including whoever buys this. And you're also going to get a poster that will have everybody's name as well. But once again, we're looking for a designer to create a cool design for that, to make sure it's worth the money and everything.
Now, I really want to stress as we move forward, the video is a little bit long, but it's full of some good information. I want to stress, again, the link is down below to this. You can head over and donate. Anybody that donates between now and July 4th gets a chance to win 6 months worth of free coaching. But this campaign is up for 60 days. It is a 60-day campaign. We appreciate your ongoing support and sharing it on social media. And I want to stress this money goes towards making this film. We have plane tickets of your crew. We have to buy. We have cash to submit to film festivals. We have
there's more equipment we need to buy. Like we said, the distribution, the legal process as well, especially if we're going to be going to film festivals and all that sort of thing. We're going to have to get those people involved, and that really, when it starts, that starts costing a lot as well.
Right. So the money that your donations, they're not going in our pocket. What we're doing is we're actually funding a real film, all the legal costs, all the headaches, and all the stuff.
I should mention as well about the post-production. We also have, we want to bring on someone that specializes in audio and color correction to come and do those jobs that are really going to sort of elevate the product as well.
Right. And if you've ever watched a movie and it kind of looks like it's filmed on a, you wonder how they filmed it. It looks like they filmed it on their iPhone. The goal here is to create the opposite of that, just to create something very cinematic and not just with a good story, but also quality and beautiful to watch. Connor, what is the Inner Circle package for 200? Did we cover that?
No. So the Inner Circle package is going to be a rough cut screening of the film. That's going to be, we're going to do that online. I guess, I don't know what we'll use, maybe Zoom or something for that, but we'll figure out the logistics closer to time. But yeah, you're going to be able to, we'll get a bunch of people together that have purchased this perk, and we'll all come in and we'll watch the film. And then you're going to be able to, we'll do a sort of Q&A afterwards where we can discuss and you can offer some feedback about the film as well.
Yeah, so that's a great opportunity. You guys can sit down with us, watch the film. We'd love to hear your feedback. That's not a final cut; that's just a rough cut. So that's a nice little package to be involved with. Then we have the VIP package for $350. What's a VIP package?
So this one, we're going to be doing a private screening of the finished film, and you're going to get to come. We're going to do the screening, the Q&A, and then an after party as well. We're still working out how that's going to, where and when, and the logistics. Obviously, with everything that's happening at the moment, that's kind of hard to plan for, but this will be happening. It doesn't include travel expenses, but everything else will be covered through this package.
Right. And moving up, we only have a few left. We have the associate producer package for $500.
So this one's quite good because you'll get, so with everybody so far, you're going to have end credits, and your name will be as a thank you in the end credits. This one, you're going to get your own associate producer credit at the end of the film. And you'll be on IMDb, you'll be on our website. And if I'm right, we're also doing a 15-minute call with anybody who gets the producer tiers. Yes, we are. So yeah. Anybody who does this, when we go out to shoot in November, I guess the finale of the film, you will actually get 15 minutes with someone from the team, and we'll tell you how the day's been, what's going on. We'll give you a little bit of a behind-the-scene look as well.
Right. So this will actually, you'll get a call during the filming of the final 96 hours. And 96 hours is a time frame we're giving ourselves to run as far as possible. We're trying to run 100 miles, but we end cap it at 96 hours. Like that's our limit. And that would be at least a marathon a day on, on some pretty rough terrain. But anybody that does the associate producer package, they get actually a 15-minute phone call during the event while it's going on. So that's a pretty cool package to be involved.
And we should stress that these ones are really exclusive. So for the associate producer, there's only 5 of those to claim. And for the executive producer, which is the next one, there's only 2 of these. And these will be one of the first credits that you see at the front of the film and at the end of the film as well.
Yeah, if you see here, it says only 5 of these available, so it's very limited.
And I think the cool thing about this one as well, the executive producer one, is that you will also get behind the scene. You'll be interviewed for a behind the scenes material as well.
Right. So that the executive producer package is $2,500. Is there anything we need to cover about that one? You'll get the credit will be at the front of the film, whereas the associate producer credit won't. It'll be at the end. And for this one, like I said, you'll be on IMDb again. You'll get the 15-minute call,
and you'll also, like I said, be interviewed for the behind the scenes material, hopefully on a DVD release or a digital release, however that works.
Right, because there's going to be a lot of material that won't actually go into the film, and we're pursuing how to distribute that. Some of it might be on web, some of that, depending on what kind of distribution we get, it might be in other formats.
And we should stress as well that you also get everything. You get the social media shout out, the digital copy of the film and the soundtrack. You'll get the exclusive golden package hoodie, a film crew screening, the private screening. So, you're getting everything that comes before as well.
Right. So that is a boatload of perks for the investment. And finally, we have the investor package. Only 2 of these available. What's involved with that, Connor?
I've lost it. Here we go. So this one's going to be really good for businesses, I think, because if you ever been to a film festival or screenings and stuff, there's a lot of time when you're waiting, sitting in the audience, they'll have all the logos and the promotional stuff, all the companies that have helped out. So we're offering you the opportunity. If you invest in us, we're investing in you. We're going to give you promotion at all events, promotion through everybody's social medias, permanent spot on the website. So you'll get your logo on the website. You'll get a certificate of your participation. You'll get promotion within the film. So at the end of the film, when we say thank you, you'll have your company logo on the credits for 3 to 5 seconds by itself. You'll get a collaborated graphics pack, so you'll be able to share that to say, hey, I was a part of this. A first look deal for events. So if you have a product, I can't think of an example, maybe a food product or something like that, we will come to you first with the possibility of using your product for screenings. And you also get all the previous digital add-ons.
There are, I will say, there's certain things that I eat and drink during 96 hours or my long races that will probably shock people. It's kind of it's a huge learning curve when you go out and do endurance runs, because you go out and you buy all the special foods and the carb things and the electrolyte tablets, and then you reach a point where all you want is combos and tomato juice and chunky soup. And the things I eat and drink during a race, I don't eat at all or crave at all during the rest of my. I never eat chunky soup. I never eat combos. But during a race, they're just such a good source of calories and salt that I do eat some crazy things, and we're going to be approaching these companies to see if they want to get involved as well. So, Connor, the link, everybody watching, the link down to the IndieGoGo campaign is down below. It's for 60 days. Don't go away. I'm going to show you some quick clips of some raw footage. And if you guys have any questions, just drop them in the comments section down below. But again, anybody that donates a minimum $10 donation now through July 4th has a chance to win free 6 months of coaching from me. All right, let me just pull up the all right, we have some random clips. I want to show you guys this one right here. This is at about 2 a.m. And let me just get this up. Hold on one second, folks. Let me get this over here. This is 2 a.m. on my 52nd birthday. We're about 50K in, and we had just a little short break, and we're going back out. It's cold. We have no idea what's going on. We're hallucinating. So this is just a short clip of us going out for another 10K. You can see me limping. I actually, when I got up to go back out, I'm like, man, I can't even walk. And the funny thing is, like, you literally can't walk at this point, but then you start hobbling out and you just start running, and then eventually you loosen up. My wife is freezing to death. I can't walk. It's 2 a.m. And if you see, we're at Miller Ecological Park. The sign says, "Come forth into the light of things. Let nature be your teacher." Thank you, William Wordsworth, but that did not apply at 2 a.m. So it's kind of funny. It says "Come forth into the light." No, that wasn't happening at that moment.
I think
That's one clip.
A lot of stuff from that event's really great as well. Sort of like I've been editing a lot of that together so far, and it looks beautiful, and it's got such a like. I guess the scene, how it unfolds, is like a beautiful moment at the end of that as well.
Yeah, and the funny thing was, like, we went out in the night. The second night we were running, we went out at midnight, and I did 2K. And excuse my language, but I literally looked at my wife and said, "Fuck this shit. I cannot do it." So we went and rested a little bit. And when you do these night runs, when the sun comes up, it's like a total recharge. It's so impossible to explain. I had 25 kilometers to go when the sun rose before noon, and my wife's like, "You're never going to be able to do this." And the sun came up, and I just did it effortlessly. And it was just, Connor puts in some footage from me running in here. I can barely run. I'm like a zombie, just kind of shuffling his feet. But it's kind of unnerving to see yourself looking like a shambling little, people are going to laugh like that's running, but hey, that was 85, 90K in, so cut me a break. All right. So we hold on one second here. We went to Australia and we ran for 10 days in just some amazing, amazing places. And I didn't expect Australia to be so windy. This is at Toowoomba, the Blue Mountains, location of the Three Sisters, one of our first runs. This will just give you a little bit of indication of what the weather was like. Yeah, so it was absolutely gorgeous there. It was absolutely gorgeous, but it was extremely terrifying. I told my wife for that scene, I said, "Just sit there and I'm going to move the camera around you." And the drop over that rail is so nasty. It kept going. Like, trust me, if you fall over, I'll come get you eventually. So let's cut to Scotland. We had let me get this up here and pull this up. We had the intention of doing 100 kilometers in Scotland. And I'll tell you what, the trip to Scotland, absolutely mind-blowing and life-changing. Just look at this still. It looks like some CGI bullshit, but this
Lord of the Rings.
This is Scotland every single day, and this is the Isle of Skye, the fairy pools. And I cannot tell you, we went with the intention of doing 100K in 10 days, but there's so much elevation change and so much to see. I think we only got 90K, and half of it was just hiking. So here's a little scene from the Isle of Skye and the fairy pools. Now, I forget if I run across this to look like a. No, I think I'm going. Picking up some speed. Trying to make it look easy, and I didn't fall. It's funny because I fall quite often during this running. So I'm going to show you.
That's important as well, because that's another little moment we should say about that. A lot of it, there's moments where you can see yourself exploring the tracks and the trains as well. That will be included in the film.
Yeah, and I'm going to show you guys one more clip, I believe. This was on Christmas Eve. We always come up with crazy ideas, and it's not for showmanship or whatever. Like, we're just two dorks sitting around with nothing to do, no family around. So we're like, let's put on some Santa suits and go run a marathon on Christmas Eve. So honestly, this was the fastest I've ever been. This marathon. was flawless. What's that?
Had to deliver all the presents.
Yeah. So this was a really tough course. We plotted out a really tough course. It was snowing, but it actually turned out to be a very beautiful day. So let me just pull this up. Hidden joys of running in the cold is that your water is like carrying an icicle the whole way. How do your fingers feel?
Like it's sore and I'm scared.
The good thing is if they fall off, you can get disability. The bad thing is if they fall off, I have to cook and wipe your butt. Don't let your fingers fall off.
I do my job.
Yeah. I don't want to wipe your butt.
Oh my gosh. Not big and hairy like your back.
Uh-oh. So yeah, I mean it's kind of funny. We get when you're out there running for 8 or 9 hours, you pretty much cover everything. I think just to end cap, I think one of the most amazing things is we run at least 10 hours a week together. We're out in the woods. We're away from TV and media, and we're just together. And it's been an amazing time for our relationship, but just an amazing experience as a human being where you can detach from all the COVID-19s and all the riots and just get to you and your soul. And
that's what I said I like about this as well. I think that we're going to offer a film that has some hope in it as well at a time when, I mean, people need it at the moment as well, sort of the lightness. I mean, there's a lot of darkness, but sort of the light that comes out of that.
Yeah, and I hope people walk away from this, with inspired, not to run necessarily, but to be better, to live harder. Because one of the things I talk about in the film is that I've always had an inability to take life for granted. And that's something I've always wanted in some way to pass along to other people. Like, your life's not over yet, you're not done. Wherever you think you are in life, wherever you think you're at and you think it's over and you wake up feeling tired and you feel like shit and there's no hope, all of that is a lie. And I hope this film, you'll see two people. I was near death with type 2 diabetes, and that was at age 46. And here, about my 52nd birthday, I'm running 100K. I don't look like a runner. I'm a big dude, but I did it, And we also, in this, we found each other along the same path. And an amazing thing about my wife is she never complains. Whatever crazy things we dream up, we just go after. And all I have to say to wrap up is it's a beautiful way of living. It absolutely is. And I'm blessed. And I hope you guys get some of that from this film. Connor, before we wrap up, any final thoughts?
No, I just mean, I hope people go over, like we said, we've got the full video. I think it's about a 7-minute video on the campaign page. You can check that out. And for any reason, we know it's hard at the moment with everything that's been going on. If you can't donate, then please share, show your friends, show someone that you think might be interested, because, sharing the campaign and the project is invaluable to us.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I told Connor, this is just a story. We want to make a good story. And this isn't about just putting together a documentary and getting attention. This is about doing something and doing it well. And both Connor and I are very dedicated to putting out the best possible story and inspiring people. And in a world of chaos and darkness, we want to give you guys something that is a little bit of a break from that. I really appreciate all of the support I've had on Massive Iron over the years. You guys have watched my journey. And if you can't donate, just share, please, or just follow along our journey. And when the film comes out, watch it. It's going to be a couple bucks. That's all the support I could ever ask for. Again, the IndieGoGo campaign is linked down below. Head on over and that'll be live for 60 days. And anybody that donates at least $10 between now and July 4th has an opportunity to win 6 months worth of free coaching. All right, Connor, I appreciate.
Did you mention how they share that? You're doing it on Instagram?
I'm going to do a contest this weekend on Instagram as well. So you guys can watch for that. Head over to 96 Hours Movie on Instagram. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Head over to 96 Hours Instagram Movie.
We'll put all the socials in the bottom as well.
Yeah. And follow me on social media because we're going to be doing some contests to give away some T-shirts as well. So, all right, Connor.
Everybody updated with how the campaign's going and sharing more teasers and stuff all over there as well. So,
right. So stay tuned, guys. The film will wrap in November, and we got a long journey ahead of us. But I appreciate everybody's support. Thanks, Connor. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye now.